Hey guys, 35 weeks now. I have 5 left to go. So exciting. We're getting closer to baby. According to the app, baby is now the size of a bunch of Swiss chard, which again, that seems smaller to me and lighter than the pineapple from last week. So I don't know. Someone needs to redo these fruit things, I think. 5.25 pounds and 18 inches. So that is about the size of baby right now. I have just put in this little meal prepped meal to the crock pot. I'm gonna get that going for dinner. It is a chicken cordon bleu type slow cooker thing. I have it on my website, Freezer Meal Prep for Baby. I prepped one for dinner this week and then have one in the freezer for after baby comes as well. I'm about to go ahead and do schoolwork with Juliana for the day. So I'll take you along for that. It's fall this week, fall theme this week. And again, you can get my lesson plans on my website. And then we are headed after work today to the chiropractor for baby updates. So I will take you on that journey too. Focus today, we're working on the letter A and the number 8. So I combined that with an apple tree and practicing the number 8. She's writing it there. And then we got some Play-Doh and she is counting out 8 balls for either apples or leaves. She kept going back and forth on what they were. So then she adds those as she counts to her trees. And then when she was done with that, I rolled up some other apples and put them in the 10 frame, and then she counted as she smashed them. So it's really good to learn with that sensory practice. After that, we moved on to practicing the letter A. This is a review letter for us, so she sound stamped as she dotted the letter, and then she worked on her tracing skills, which she was very proud about, as you can see. Then we went on to learn about the life cycle of apples, and she matched the 3-part cards to the correct ones as we talked about it. And after that, we talked about the different types of apples that you could learn about and come across. She sorted them by color because that was what was interesting to her and how she wanted to do it. And then on our lesson plan for the day, we were going to do an experiment with apples, but we actually ended up doing it last night as we were making Isabel's lunch. So we actually didn't have to do the experiment itself. We were just able to talk through what happened. We ended the lesson by practicing the Our Father, and then she crossed off her homework box from her chore chart for the day. And then we got this little Love Every kit. They have a new kit, a 4-year-old kit out, and it has like different chores and responsibilities for the day. And so we already had some in the completed pile there, but she picked from the tokens which one she wanted to do as her chore for the day. Now that she's all done with schoolwork, she is off to play, and I just wanted to let you know this is available on my website as a freebie, and this is part of the newest Love Every kit that we got. There's some books, and then there's some other kits that I can't quite show you in the kit, but I will show you very soon because I am actually saving it for Christmas. So it'll be in my what I got my kid for Christmas type thing. I love doing that with the boxes, kind of picking some things to do now and then some things to hold off for gifting or just a later date or whatever it is. So this one is really cute. It does have, you know, different things here that you can say what things we can do together, what things I can do by myself, and you can separate them that way, or things to do and done. Just left the chiropractor and dropped Isabel off at gymnastics. So now I have a few little hours to myself, and it's like the most beautiful day out. Can you literally see these trees behind me? Like how pretty. I had to come to the park and take a little walk and then decided just to do my updates here while it's so nice. So when I was at the chiropractor, basically my pelvis was out again. My right side, like every time I go, it's the part that's out. My pelvis keeps like tilting or whatever. So I have already made 2 more appointments from now until birth, basically, to make sure that it is in line to be able to go into labor. I want everything to run as smoothly as possible, so glad to have gotten that back in order. I've also been carrying a lot of tension like in my upper body, shoulders type area, and you know, you lay on your back and then they kind of pick you up to roll you to be able to put their hand under your back to crack your back, like upper back. And he was like rolling me and it was already cracking before he even like was trying to crack it. So obviously definitely needed an adjustment today. It feels so good, like my shoulder, my right side, like it's amazing how good you feel after a good adjustment. So this past week, as you know from my last update, I was on a work trip. I don't know if it's the combination of being on a work trip and vacation and travel, or if baby just went through a growth spurt at the beginning of the week, but there was like a set of 3 or 4 solid days where I was just so tired, like in bed by 8 o'clock, like put the kids to bed, did what I needed to do, and then like was in bed by 8, asleep by like 9, like just could not keep my eyes open. So tired, so low on energy. The last couple days has been really good. I've actually had pretty good energy the last couple days, but I also have started walking more and being outside more. It has been nicer, which has helped. And I just noticed I have a ton more energy when I'm moving, like, and that's hard when you're traveling and working and at your computer and all that. It's like hard to get the motivation to get out. I mean, I do like 1 walk a day normally anyway, but it's been longer and I noticed my energy levels have just been up. So again, I don't know exactly reasonings for that, but definitely for me it's been true. I also have noticed like baby has dropped at least a little bit, because like I have this pressure in like my pelvic region, and it's like a good pressure. It's not uncomfortable. It's like just like, ooh, I can feel baby there. It's like kind of exciting pressure. Just like I can see where he is, and that's a good spot to be when you're 35 weeks pregnant, you know, good position, weight there, all good. I also have noticed a definite increase in discharge, I guess I'll say, TMI maybe a little bit, but it's something I have noticed this week a lot. I also have noticed that when I like am laying down for bed, even if I haven't eaten in a couple hours, I'm noticing that I'm getting this feeling of like maybe like the beginnings of an acid reflux, or maybe it's just nausea, or I'm not exactly sure how to describe it, like maybe somewhere in between those two. So that's been an interesting like feeling, especially when it's not, you know, laying down immediately after eating. But I guess maybe stuff is still in my stomach a couple hours after I eat, so it could be acid reflux. I just don't know, but that has been kind of new. And then also I have noticed that if I am like squatting down for a long time, helping the kids tie their shoe, I don't know, whatever it might be, and then I stand up real quick, I have started to get a little bit dizzy. I've never like seen spots or, you know, like felt woozy, but definitely have had a couple of times where I'm like, that's definitely a dizzy feeling. So I don't know if that's a blood pressure change too fast, if I'm dehydrated, or you know what it might be, but definitely have experienced that. And then other than that, the other main thing is still, again, kind of TMI, but feeling a little bit constipated and just not able to go to the bathroom when I feel like I have to go, and it's very frustrating and annoying. Like I said, I did have some days where I wasn't moving as much. That could have slowed things down, but even with an increase in movement and all the things, it hasn't seemed to help. So yeah, it's just really annoying. It's really frustrating that that's been my main symptom like this whole pregnancy, and I was hoping to get it under control before labor, and at this point I don't know how it would be possible. Like there's really not much more I can do. Since I got back from my work trip, like I said, I had 3 or 4 days where I was really tired, so I never really got back on a good exercise schedule, like with my pregnancy exercises I do that you guys have seen, the Bradley method ones, the cat camels, the squats, the butterflies, that sort of thing. So I do need to pick that back up. Hold me accountable, like next time, next week, 36 weeks, I better be back at them, because I haven't been very good about it since being on vacation and the work trip. I will do a today bump date for you in just a minute, but I did want to just show you these little sneak peeks of the maternity pictures and family pictures we tried to take over the weekend. Well, we didn't try. It was just very sweet, and the girls were, just loving their last pictures with mom before there's a boy in the family. So we had a really good time. It was really cute. I feel like 35 weeks, right where I am right now, seems like you're getting close, but you still have a long way to go. Like 5 weeks is still like, oh, that's pretty far off. I feel like 36 is where you really start to be like, oh, like I need to have everything sterilized. I need to wash the clothes. I mean, I've already washed some clothes, but like, you have a lot of things on your mind of like, oh shoot, this is really like kicking into gear. I need to get all these things done. So it's kind of exciting, that nesting urge coming back, and just get done with Halloween and then be able to focus really on babies. So that is what's new. Bump date, and I will see you guys next time.
I'm out of reasons, I'm out of rhyme, but I'll only tell you that I'm out of time. I'm sick of love songs, I'm tired of